Welcome on back in, everybody, to WHIP Sports here on YouTube. The Temple Owls and the Howard Bison have taken the field, which means we will soon have some football being played here at Lincoln Financial Field. As the teams, we've been through the 30-minute lightning delay. Now we have a 10-minute warm-up period, so the game will kick off in about 8 minutes, give or take. I'm excited. Finally got some football action here at the Link for Temple. First time this year. Should be a good one.
Yeah, this weather delay's really kind of been pushing the buttons a little bit, saying, let's get some football going, and stands are starting to fill up again.
Yeah, as we see the fans coming in from the concourse to fill up the seats. The Temple section, a lot more crowded than it was just a little bit ago.
Yeah, and I heard they weren't letting people in the stadium during the delay too, so expect to see more people in the stands as well.
Yeah, we had no rainfall here, but there was lightning
Knock on
within
wood.
8 miles. That is what caused the delay. So if there is lightning within 8 miles again, there will be another delay. So hopefully the lightning can stay away and we can have some Temple football here. So we will be back in about 7 minutes, hopefully, for a kickoff. Hello, everybody, and welcome back into WHIP Sports as the Temple Owls and the Howard Bison are looking to face off here at Lincoln Financial Field. A coin toss just happened, and Howard won and elected to deferred, so we will see Temple's offense out on the field first when this game gets going. What are you looking for in this first drive for this Temple offense, Charlie?
Looking for Evan Simon to stay hot, show us that he really the number one quarterback on this team. I mean, trying to match your 6 touchdowns last week, I guess, try to break the school record, go for 7 in the game. I mean, why not? Shoot for it, and I want them to come out firing. You feel confident after a big win against UMass and come out, you're home, solid crowd today, show out for them. Show them that they're actually here to win.
Yeah, no doubt. Playing with confidence will be key for this Temple team to go 2-0 as the Howard kickoff team takes the field here, kicking off from the left to the right. Should be an exciting one as Temple, Evan Simon, Jay Ducker, Colin Chase, a lot of great players on that Temple offense.
Yeah, and you'll see more of a consistent offensive lineup, as Casey Keeler stated how they feel more confident with their offensive ones before their twos compared to the defense where so many guys are playing on the field. They total team last week, it was around 65 guys that got on the field, and that's a lot. I think they traveled, Keeler said he thinks it was around like 76 guys that traveled and suited up with the team. So if you're getting 65 guys on the field, that's a big number, and
it's a good sign too.
And that's expected. The offense more the number ones and some twos compared to the defense where you get all around, because it's the scheme of how they're practicing and everything.
Yep. As Howard looking to kick off, Matt Conrad is ready. Tyler Stewart back to return for the Owls. Is caught at about the 10-yard line is Stewart. Makes moves, spins, and is tackled right at about the 29-yard line. So that's where this Temple offense will begin. That's a kind of short kick there from Conrad to force a return, and a solid return there for Tyler Stewart. Yeah, the sophomore out of Gray, Georgia.
There's a swirl and wind today. You don't really know where it's going. You're looking at the flags on top of the goalpost, and flags in the right end zone are going towards the back. Flags in the left end zone are going towards the back. So
definitely is a swirl. I like the way you put it. So Evan Simon out there now for this Temple offense. Jay Ducker to his right. Simon claps, takes the snap, hands it off to Ducker up the middle. Still going, Ducker breaks a few tackles and gets down to about the 38-yard line for a first down.
Grayson Mims creating a huge hole from the snap, giving Ducker a big gap in his great start on the Temple rushing offense so far.
Yeah, Ducker, 19 carries for 128 yards last week. We'll see if he can continue to build on that as Simon hands it right back to him, and Ducker right up the gut for about 5 yards.
Yeah, it was Grayson Mims again. Got him. Pushed everyone really to the left. Cleared out right down the middle again.
Yep, so it'll be 2nd and 3. So it's a 7-yard run there for Ducker as Temple has it on their own 45-yard line. Simon takes the snap, hands it right back off to Ducker, who shoots up the middle for a Temple first down. Right at the Temple 49-yard line. So Temple almost in Howard territory already in just 3 plays, all rushing plays.
Seems this is what's been expected from the Temple offense as offensive coordinator and quarterback coach Tyler Welker. He last year at Montana State and throughout his career putting up great numbers, averaged about 294 yards per game on the run.
No doubt, as Simon drops back and scrambles up ahead after he couldn't find anybody for 9 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 1 here on the Howard 42-yard line. Simon took a little bit of a hit there, but bounced right back up.
But Tyler Walker, real run consistent success. He had 218 first downs last year just on the ground.
I assume they'll go back to the ground here as Simon hands it off to Ducker, goes to the left side, and gets the Temple first down. So Ducker with 4 quick carries here as Temple continues to move the ball into Howard territory on the Howard 37-yard line.
It's a good pullback by Simon right there. Waited as long as he possibly could before giving the ball to Ducker.
Simon with it, Holloway in motion. Simon hands it off to Ducker, and he is stuffed going backwards there by the Howard defensive line. And it looks like it was number 4, Noah Miles, who made the play. A player to watch for this Howard team, as Noah Miles named to the preseason All-MEAC first team. A stud on the defensive line for Howard. See if he can make an impact. So 2nd and 14 as Temple was pushed back to the Howard 41-yard line. Simon now in the shotgun with Ducker to his left. Excuse me, that's Worthy. And he's taking a shot to the 20-yard line. That is caught and making a move and down to the 15-yard line. That is number 11, Kajaya Halloween, for a Temple first down. He was wide open there.
No one in the range of what it looked like to be 10 yards from him. And Temple putting together a great offensive drive so far.
Yep. I think Worthy in motion to the right really threw off that Howard defense and let Halloween open up the sideline. And I thought he might break it loose for a touchdown there, but he's caught there at the Howard 14-yard line. So Temple now in the red zone. Simon has it in the gun. Simon drops back to pass. He steps up. He feels the pressure. He runs, and he's taken down for a few yards gain. About 2 yards to the Howard 12. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, like you mentioned 2 plays ago, you had Worthy who went in ran right, and Temple's offense this drive was trending to just go left or right up the middle almost every play. So it did definitely throw them off, which probably had Halloween wide open.
No doubt about it. So Temple 2nd and 8 here on the 12 of Howard. It's a handoff to Worthy, who finds a seam, cuts back, and is in. Touchdown, Temple. Therese Worthy with a rushing touchdown. The first score of the game for the Temple Owls. A nice cutback for the senior out of Salisbury, Maryland. And Temple is on the board first with a rushing touchdown. Their first rushing touchdown of the year, as Simon had all 6 passing touchdowns last week. Wow, what a play there from Worthy, Charlie.
Yeah, it was a great patient run by Worthy, kind of just letting the offensive line do their work, push everyone really to the right, let one guy through, which he was able to make that cut on, and opened up to the end zone.
Yep, as Carl Harden now on for the extra point attempt. The kick is up and right through the middle. So 7-0, a quick score for the Owls. That lightning delay did not seem to affect them much at all. As Worthy was kind of stuck on that play, started going right, cut back left, and was able to find his way in for the touchdown.
Another great block by Grayson Maines as well. He really dominated on the offensive line that drive, especially being the center. That's a difficult task because you got to get that ball first, a good snap, and then you got to block right away. So you're really not ready for what's to come at you, but he was that whole drive, and it paid off.
No doubt about it. When we come back, Howard will take the field on offense for the first time. I'm Max Blakelock. He's Charlie Halleckman. We'll be back right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back in to WHIP Sports here on YouTube. As in case you're just joining us, Temple with a easy drive down the field that was capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run by running back Terez Worthy. We'll now see the Temple defense and the Howard offense on as Temple kicks it off here, as Harden kicks it off, and back deep for Howard is Anthony Regan Jr., excuse me, as that ball is into the end zone for a touchback. As here comes the Howard offense, led by Tyreek Starks. Howard coming off a win last week against Florida A&M. Starks, dual threat quarterback, so Temple's got to beware of his legs and his scramble ability. The transfer from FAU.
Starks last week, 12 runs, had 30 yards in total. One touchdown, one pick.
It's a flag on the first play. Everyone started running like the play was snapped, but the center did not snap the ball there, as Howard will be moving backwards here on their first play.
The good old everybody but the center.
There it is. The first flag of the day is an everybody but the center call. So Howard will move from the 25 to the 20-yard line, as it'll be 1st and 15 as they're going left to right. Howard with 4 receivers lined up to the right, nobody to the left. As Starks takes the snap and hands it off there to Travis Kearney to the left side for about 3 yards.
Yeah, Kearney last week, 11 rushes for 17 yards, averaged about 1.5 a carry. But last week, more surprisingly, he was more of like a wide receiver. Had 2 catches for 30 yards, though, averaging 15 yards a catch. That's simple math right there, but it is.
Yeah,
and
Kearney, an all-around guy for this Howard offense, as it's now 2nd and 12. Starks now has it, drops back to pass, taking a shot deep, and it's overthrown there. He was looking there for his receiver, number 9, Andre Cooper. So 3rd and long here for this Howard offense. As great coverage there by Temple's Ben Osuke, as Starks now has it, and he runs and he's hit. We'll see if he got the first down. Looks like he did. So the quarterback's legs picks up the first down for the Howard Bison. Lowered the shoulder there.
I was going to say, that was more than just the legs. He really, some quarterbacks these days, not really like to take a hit.
Yeah.
He didn't even hesitate. Lowered that shoulder, lowered the head.
No doubt as Javier Borton made the stop for the Owls, but it was not enough, as Howard did get the first down. Temple looking like they're going to bring pressure to stop the run, as the run is left to the outside, but nothing really there for Travis Kenny.
Ben Osueke really got to the outside corner right there to shut it down for Howard to go really anywhere.
Osuke, yes, he had the stop on the deep shot and runs out the running back Kearney there. So great start to the game for him. As Starks now under center there, rolls out to his right, looking for anything, throws it incomplete, out of the reach of his receiver there. That was to freshman CJ Neely, was the intended target. That'll bring up another 3rd and long for this Howard offense. 3rd and 9 here, as Temple looking to make a stop this time. Was unable to last time.
Yeah, that play, Joseph Alzine, the nose guard, behind Allen Hay, really got through that offensive line of Howard and was on Stark's back right away and forced him to get towards the sideline and then ended up having to get rid of it.
Yep. As Howard looking to convert. Got to watch the quarterback's legs here. As we have a timeout by Howard on the field. Did not like what they saw there.
Looked like a lot of confusion.
Yeah, they got out of the huddle a little late. Now first charge timeout there for Howard. So we'll see what Starks can do here. Tyreek Starks, the transfer from FAU, spent the last 3 years there before transferring to Howard.
Also likely a former teammate, or if not a former teammate the same years they were there at Independence Community College with Curly Ordonez from the Temple weak side linebacker.
Yep.
Ordonez last week with 3 tackles. One had a big tackle for a 5-yard loss. The 6'1" junior from Clearwater, Florida, 220 pounds.
Clearwater. Wonder if he watches any Phillies preseason down there.
It's a lot of Phillies fans down there.
There is. So we'll see what Starks can do coming out of this timeout as both coaches huddle up with their teams during this timeout. Starks last week, 30 rushing yards, 145 yards in the air, a touchdown and an interception in the 10-9 win for the Bison against Florida A&M.
Not just the 10-9, 10-9 in the last seconds. Game-winning kick.
Yeah, only one total touchdown scored in that game. But it was for Howard, which helped them.
So far, really haven't heard of any wide receivers or tight ends from Howard so far. Been mostly just Starks and Kearney. You have C.J. Neely, their wide receiver. Last week had 4 receptions for 24 yards and that 1 lone touchdown. Then you had K.D. Mosley, the tight end, the 6'3", 220-pound sophomore from Lawrence, South Carolina, had 3 receptions for 33 yards last week with a long of a 21-yard reception
Their
on that
leading
play.
receiver, too, last week was tight end Mosley.
Had a lot of guys on the offense in the box score after the game. A lot of receptions, not one specific target besides Mosley and Neely, who were not even the main targets, just had the big plays.
Yep. No doubt about it. As we look to resume this 3rd and 9 here after the timeout, both teams look about ready. We shall see what Howard and Coach Larry Scott have dialed up here on this 3rd and 9 on their own 36-yard line. Starks in the gun. Starks drops back, looking. Here comes the rush. They can't get him. He escapes, throws, and it is tipped and almost intercepted, but falls to the ground. So it'll be 4th and 9. The play made there. The pressure there was from number 24, Ben Osweki.
Osweki's been everywhere so far today.
And almost caught by the interception there by 34, London Hall from Clearwater, Florida.
It's more than just London. It was like 4 Temple Owls, and that
It
ball
was.
just decides to land
Hall had
right
his
in the middle
hands
of all of them.
That's correct. Hall had his hands on it, though, and could not come up with the interception. But Howard will punt here as we have Tyler Stewart back for the Owls. So punt is up and to the left side of the field, to far side of the field, excuse me, goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So Evan Simon now gets the ball back with a chance to put his team up more. And they drove down the field in that first drive with ease.
Yeah, 45 rushing yards on the ground, 27 in the air, total of 72 yards, and it looked easy. They looked comfortable. They were moving all around, and they were confusing the defense. That's been their goal.
Definitely. So Evan Simon now lined up alone there on that, alone there in the shotgun. 5 receivers out wide as he hands around on the jet sweep. No, he keeps it. Simon keeps it, looking to run, and he gets about 6 yards there by Evan Simon as he faked the jet sweep there to Worthy, but kept it himself and ran.
Yeah, you usually
for
see
6 yards.
the quarterback running would be Giovanni McCoy, but that time Simon stopped the defense, and he had a lot of room, just isn't really fast.
No doubt. Simon drops back, throws the wheel route, caught for a first down there by Worthy, makes a couple moves, and is down to the Howard 35-yard line. So Therese Worthy doing it all for the Owls. As what a play.
Yeah,
Simon threw a bullet to him down the sideline, almost dropped, bobbled and caught and spun and broke away from 2 tackles before being tackled there at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Worthy on a wheel route to the right side, and Simon got rid of it so quickly. Worthy was barely even on the part of the wheel route where he's going towards the end zone.
Yeah.
Great adjustment, though.
23-yard completion there as Simon now looks to continue. Hands it off to Colin Chase on the jet sweep. Chase makes a move and is tripped up right around the 28-yard line of Howard. So Colin Chase, number 1, single digit his first year with the Owls. The transfer from University of St. Thomas.
Chase last week had 2 receptions for 23 yards. Highly anticipated wide receiver for the Owls this year. Standing at 6'3", 195.
As Simon hands it off there to Ducker, and he gets maybe 3 yards there, but not enough for a first down. Probably about 2 yards, actually. So it looks like it'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Owls, as there was just no hole there for Ducker running to the left side. Running right behind the left guard, Eric King. So 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down here for the Owls, looking to pick up another first down and continue to move the ball efficiently.
Good sight to see. Temple's offense already over 100 yards at 109 right now.
No doubt, as Simon takes the snap, hands it off to Ducker as he lunges forward. It's going to be close. Are they going to give him the first down? Yes, they will. So first down for Jay Ducker. And a first down for the Owls on the 24 of Howard, as Temple threatening again, almost in the red zone. So Simon out, gets the play call from the sideline and is in the gun with Ducker to his right. Claps once, claps again, and claps a 3rd time. Drops back, looking to pass, throwing over the middle, caught, touchdown, Temple Owls. That pass is caught by number 17, JoJo Bermudez, right up the middle. A beautiful pass by Evan Simon, as Temple now up 13-0 on Howard. A beautiful ball and a beautiful catch up the seam from the left side to the right by JoJo Bermudez, who was Temple's leading receiver last week as well against UMass, with 7 receptions for 87 yards, but didn't find the end zone. He finds the end zone on his first catch of the day this week. Now hard in there for the extra point, and he nails it. So 14-0 quickly here in this first quarter for the Temple Owls. A good sign if you are a Temple fan, as Evan Simon moving the ball well. The running game is going well. And wow, what a play there.
Almost speechless. They just running and passing all over that drive. More of a passing drive, which looked like last week, where you had almost seemed to be every wide receiver making an impact in the game last week. You had, pretty sure it was 4 different receivers catching a touchdown.
Yeah, so Evan Simon now 3 for 3 on the day, 74 yards and a touchdown. as we will take a quick break. When we come back, the Howard offense is back on the field looking to get some points on the board. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back in, everybody, to WHIP Radio. As Temple, 24-yard touchdown pass from Evan Simon to JoJo Bermudez, as Howard looking to get the ball back.
Yeah, and Howard, this isn't the start they wanted. I've only played Temple once in their football careers. Temple, last time in 1991, winning 40-0. A donut they dropped, and so far, looks like they're almost on pace to go over that today. And it is their second time ever meeting with Howard. Casey, well, not Casey Keeler yet, but Temple looking for their 5th win over an HBCU school. 4-1 record so far, and Casey Keeler, though, is 7-0 versus HBCU schools. And Casey Keeler, also 16 10-plus win seasons.
Yeah, Casey Keeler knows how to win as Temple kicks off, and it will be a touchback there for Howard. So Howard will start on the 25-yard line. We'll see if they can get the ball moving. So far, 16 rushing yards for Howard, no yards in the air yet, as this Temple defense has been lights out.
As you mentioned, Casey Keeler, he wins. That's all I was told when he came here and I heard about him. And really all I just kept hearing was he wins, he wins, he wins. And he does win. It's not just what people think. He's among the top FBS in wins in football among active coaches. He has 271 wins, trailing behind one other coach, Brian Kelly from LSU, with 292 wins.
No doubt about it, as Starks takes the pass, looking, the rush is thrown, and he throws it incomplete. As the rush there got to him, that pass was intended for number 6, Braylon Smith. But incomplete. Starks lucky to get that one off.
It also looked like Avery Powell and the wide receiver almost bumped each other, or the wide receiver from Howard got almost tripped up on his own feet, and which caused Starks to have that pass a little out in front of him. Couldn't even touch it.
Yeah, Avery Powell, good defense there to not let that pass be caught, as we see a end around here, and it is stuffed. Well, big hit for a loss of yards there. That was number 3, Antonio Hunter, on the end around. And a great stop there by number 33, Curly Ordunez.
Yeah, Ordonez really, he laid that hit. Crowd knew it too. You just heard loud, ooh, it's a big hit.
Big hit from Curly as Starks takes and he is sacked.
Flag on the play, though, could be on Temple in the secondary.
We do have a flag. That play made, though, by number 0, Sekou Kroma. on the sack, but there is a flag on the play. We will wait to see what the call is here.
Looks like
that. 12 men on the field for Temple. So we will replay third down. It'll now be 3rd and 8. Excuse me, illegal substitution was the call.
It was a late flag for that.
Yeah, it was by the near ref on the sideline here. It was just placed down. He had his eye on it the whole time. So Howard will get another chance, and so will this Temple defense to make yet another stand and force Howard into a 3-and-out. As Sekou Chroma came up with a sack, but did not count. Starks takes the ball, and another whistle here. Another timeout by this Howard offense. Their second one of the half. They only get 2.5. They've used 2 here in this first quarter. We do have about 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in this first quarter. So 3rd and 8 for Howard on the Temple 27.
Yeah, Larry Scott, head coach of Howard, not happy. Clipboard almost flew away from him. I think he has it tied on to what looked like his hip, though, but was not happy. I mean, Howard, not even through quarter 1, you've already
burned up
drained 2 timeouts.
Yeah, definitely not necessarily what you want to do. This one a quick timeout, though, as Howard already breaks the huddle and goes to line up. The Temple fans are here in full effect today. Most packed I've seen this stadium in a while.
They have every right to have the stadium packed.
No doubt, a chance to go 2-0 for the first time since 2019. This stop will be critical for that. Starks in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, scrambles to his right, throws, and it is caught there, but short of the first down. That ball was caught by number 15, Zayden Jackson. The stop made by number 34, London Hall, for the Temple Owls. As Starks evaded the rush, rolled to his left, and tossed it across the field there to Zayden Jackson, but not enough, as it'll be 4th and 4, and Howard will look to punt again.
That was a great tackle by London Hall. Even though you're taught to go tackle low, he made the right move right there, getting up high, and the way he was running at him, the angle he had, pulled him out of bounds, eliminating any chance of him to dive and get the first down.
Yeah, fantastic tackle. As Stewart runs onto this one, catches and is upended there and tackled there by number 41 on Howard.
With the flag on the far side of the field, though. Looks like it's going to be a hold on Temple.
That was a tackle by the long snapper, by the way. Great.
I was going to say, he got down there really fast.
Michael Bergerson. Excuse me, Bergeron. Misread it. As a hold there on number 86, Xavier Irving, who's a Temple wide receiver on special teams here on this play. So Temple start on their own 31-yard line. Have been moving the ball really well. 135 total yards, 61 on the ground and 74 in the air, as opposed to only 17 for Howard, with 1 passing yard total in the air and 16 on the ground.
Now the ref's having a meeting. Not sure where to place the ball.
Yeah, discussing something.
Coming towards us on the Howard sideline, pointing at all different hash marks. You got the green hash marks from the Eagles. Now they're backing up even more.
So ball looks like being placed on the 25-yard line of Temple. So Temple will need a 75-yard drive here if they want to score a touchdown. But I expect them to do so the way they've been moving this ball.
Been looking unstoppable.
Simon in the gun Hands it off to Ducker. Jay Ducker up the middle, makes a move, makes another man miss. Jay Ducker running to the right side, still going down across the 40-yard line. Huge run. Excuse me, that was Therese Worthy. Therese Worthy with a fantastic run there as his game continues. Made multiple men miss. And he's finally taken down at the 40. I thought there was a chance he takes that all the way.
Yeah, the only thing that stopped it was the Howard defensive angle they had on him, and Worthy already eclipsing his long rush from last week of 7 yards.
As Worthy gets it again, it goes to the right side, ducks under a man, but has nothing. Gets about 1 yard there from Therese Worthy.
Worthy looking really patient in the backfield, just letting his offensive line do his work for him. You have Grayson Maines, who really couldn't get his block to stick that time, which ended up causing Howard to close that gap of where he was trying to go, and then he still made a nice move back left and ended up gaining 1 yard.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Worthy, the 5'11", 180 pounds, as Simon has it. Backs, throws up the seam, caught there by Peter Clark, down to the 10-yard line and tackled inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Peter Clark's first catch of the day, right up the seam. Makes a move, and it was placed beautifully there by Evan Simon. Now 1st and goal on the Howard 8. There's a few quick plays from that 36-yard rush from Worthy.
It was only a matter of time until Peter Clark got in this action today. I mean,
Yeah.
4 receptions, 85 yards last week with 2 touchdowns, and a long of 29 yards, his longest play.
Yeah.
Really made a statement last week.
2 touchdowns last week against UMass. He had 2 total last season for the Owls. As that passes into the flat, caught, touchdown, Temple Owls. Colin Chase with the grab, his first touchdown as an Owl, and Evan Simon with his 2nd touchdown pass of the day, of the quarter, nonetheless. 20-0 Owls with 36 seconds left here in this first quarter. Temple pouring it on the Howard Bison.
That's another dominating drive by Temple. I mean, they had multiple guys wide open. You had Colin Chase, who was wide open. You had JoJo Bermudez up the middle, who Simon, who was already rolling left, didn't even see him, and there was no one near him right up the middle, too.
No doubt about it. As the kick is, extra point is good. Plenty of big plays on that drive from the 36-yard run from Worthy, the 30-yard catch from Peter Clark, and then the 8-yard touchdown pass by Colin Chase. Makes it 21-0 Owls, as they are just pouring it on. Their offense dominating. Evan Simon making it look easy out there. And Colin Chase's first touchdown as a Temple Owl, the single-digit.
Number 1 with his first touchdown.
There it is.
Temple
First
looks
one
really
for
comfortable.
Number 1, I like that.
They look really comfortable.
They do. They're playing with confidence, which is huge going forward, as they have number 19 in the country, Oklahoma, coming to the link next week. That will be a challenge. We'll have Pat Dallahan and Troy Arslan on the call for that one.
I mean, so far with Temple's offense, the amount of yards they've gained, give it credit to Tyler Walker. I mean, at Montana State, averaged 40.8 points per game, averaged 478.4 yards per game, 294.8 on the ground, and he is 15-1 with the FCS championship appearance.
Yeah, Walker, the offensive coordinator for the Owls, one of Keeler's hires, coming from Montana State, as you mentioned. Done a fantastic job so far.
They're very high on him. Almost every press conference that happened, you have Keeler mentioning Walker's name. And it almost seems like he's a player for how much they've mentioned him. And he's been a big piece of this Temple team. He's got their offense looking comfortable, good, quick, really fast, and ready to go.
No doubt, as Tyreek Starks comes back out here for these Howard Bison, looking to get anything going. There's 36 seconds left in this first quarter. Howard still going from left to right. Starks takes it. The rush is there, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Intended there for number 10, John Simmons III. The rush was there immediately from number 24, Ben Osuke. Excuse me, number 25, Cameron Stewart.
Yeah, Cameron Stewart, two tackles for 10 yards of a loss last week. Had a sack and one pass breakup. He was really everywhere, and he spoke in his press conference this week, and he said how he's been playing freely, and he's been able to play like himself. He said it's really the first time that he's felt like himself on a football field, just being able to play freely. He just mentioned over and over, and he's looked really good.
As Starks has it, pitches it out to the right there to number 5, Eden James. Picks up about 7 yards there. The tackle made by number 22, Eric Stewart. There's a little option play. Starks definitely took a hit, but he was able to pitch it off there to Eden James to get some yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. Another 3rd down here for this Bison offense. But that will take us to the end of this first quarter here at Lincoln Financial Field. Temple 21, Howard 0. When we come back, it'll be a big 3rd down for the Howard Bison on their own 32-yard line. We'll be back right after this. As we are back here for the start of the second quarter. Temple 21, Howard 0. Howard with a big 3rd and 3 on their own 32-yard line. As Howard now going from the right to the left. Starks with it, alone by himself, nobody in the backfield, fires, and it is caught there by number 6, Braylon Smith. I'm not sure if that was intended for him, Charlie. He seemed to jump the route in front of his other teammate, as I think that pass was supposed to be intended for number 15, Zayden Jackson.
There were like 4 guys there. 2 guys on the Temple defense couldn't even see who they were because it was like 4 different guys all in one.
As Starks gets it on the design run and rushes up for about 4 yards. Yeah, that was an interesting play.
Yeah, and that last play, Tyree Alualu makes the tackle. Tyree's father, Tyson Alualu, played 13 seasons, splitting it with the Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alualu, the sophomore, 6 foot 225 from Wexford, Pennsylvania, had 1 tackle last week in the big win versus UMass.
As Starks now in the gun, hands it off there and getting stuffed for maybe about 3-4 yards there was Eden James. Tackle made there by number 22, middle linebacker Eric Stewart, a redshirt junior out of East Palo, California.
James last week, 5 runs for 9 yards, average 1.6. So it doesn't really look like the Howard rushing attack has been their go-to this year.
The Howard offense has not really been their go-to. I hate to say it.
They really haven't gone.
We'll see what they can do
far.
here. 2 for 4 on 3rd down conversions today. Another big one here. It's 3rd and 5 as Starks rolls out and he completes the pass there to number 10. As there's a flag on the play. The pass caught there by John Simmons. It looks like we're going to get a roughing the passer here or maybe a hold. As we saw a Temple D lineman kind of pleading with the ref. There it is. So roughing the passer there on Eric Stewart. Thought maybe he was held.
Really didn't look like he hit him that hard either.
No. As Starks did, he rolled out left and a beautiful throw across his body there.
Oh, no,
to
he did.
Simmons before he got smacked. So the ball will be on the Owls' 31-yard line as Howard is moving the ball here pretty well this possession after that roughing the passer call. So Starks with it in the gun. He's got Kenny to his left. Stark throws over the seam, caught. That'll be a 1st down to about the 11-yard line, caught by number 3, Antonio Hunter. So Howard making it look easy all of a sudden. A beautiful dot over the middle there by Starks. And now they're looking to go quickly. Starks has it, hands it off up the middle to Travis Kearney for about, still getting pushed, maybe about 4 yards there. So
and Antonio Hunter setting up that last play had to just, well, first off, you had Tyreek Starks in the Howard offensive line giving him as long as he needed back there. And Antonio Hunter looked like Temple had almost like a zone coverage in that situation. You had Hunter go 15, 20 yards out, quick left, and the ball was wide open.
Yeah. So 2nd and 4 here for Howard on the Temple 6-yard line, so they can get a 1st down before getting a touchdown. Starks hands it off there, being pushed and tackled there at the 3-yard line. That was Travis Kearney. So a timeout here on the field by the Temple Owls. So 1st and goal here for Howard as they were able to get the 1st down from the Temple 2-yard line. Excuse me, there's an injured Owl on the field. That
Looks
is number
like Avery
21.
Powell.
Yeah, 29, Avery Powell there. The redshirt junior from East Orange, New Jersey.
Who's had a big game so far today as well. So that would be a big loss from Temple.
Yeah, Avery Powell, 2 tackles on the day so far. The cornerback. excuse me, a strong safety.
No, you're right. It's listed as a cornerback. Looks like he's played more than just cornerback today, though. He had the one coverage earlier where he was in the safety position and dropped off. And
Just a defensive back there. May I say, kind of like Cooper DeJean?
not a Dory Jackson.
We'll save that for another day, as he was able to walk off the field under his own Powell on his own power. A little bit of tongue twister there.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy one.
No, it was not. All right, well, third and goal for, third and one. They didn't give him the first down. They changed it. So 31 for this Howard offense. Starks has it in the gun. He's got Kearney to his left. Starks QB draw to the left side. Starks pushing, and he is stopped short of the goal line by that Temple Owls defense. So Temple, though, did make a stop to keep them out of the end zone, but Howard did get the first down, so it will be first and goal at the Temple 1 for this Howard offense. And their first time in the red zone today, really, really knocking on the door here.
Anthony Reagan in the game now, number 2. He was in the backfield that last play and came up flying to try to clear a path for Starks, but had nothing.
As that run to the right side stopped short.
Anthony Reagan this time with the ball. Tried to get to the outside. He's a smaller player, and he's just didn't look like he was strong enough on both plays. Got to what looked like to be the one. It was Ty Davis who really was the last, I'd say, stop for Temple. He was the last resort in defense and really held him short of the goal line.
As Howard looks to go again on second and goal from the 1. Starks has it, hands it off to James up the middle, and he is stuffed again by this Temple defensive line. Wow, and James stuffed this defensive line from Allen Hay, Sekou Kroma.
2 single digits on the defensive line.
Making their voices, or their presence known, as it's now 3rd and 1 again from the 1. We'll see if Howard's offense decides to switch it up or if they try to run it up the gut again. As Eden James is to Starks' right. Starks in the gun. 2 receivers to the bottom of the field. Starks, quarterback run. No, he passes it. A fake run and a pass. Touchdown, Howard. Caught there by number 88, Montrell Walker. Beautiful play call from that Howard offense, as it looked like an all-out run there to the right side. And like I mentioned, Starks, a threat with his legs. Faked the quarterback power to the right and passed it over top the defense to Montrell Walker for the score. So 21-6. We'll see if Howard can convert this extra point here.
It actually looked like KD Mosley. It looked like Walker was the almost mock receiver, tight end that they wanted to go to.
Yeah, the other tight end, excuse me. So 21-7 here. Temple Owls still lead, but a promising drive from that Howard offense. Yeah, it was KD Mosley on the catch, excuse me there. Walker was the first one there to celebrate with him.
It was a heavy set formation, as they like to call it.
No doubt about it. So Temple and Evan Simon will get the ball when we come back, but Howard was able to get on the board there. Temple 21, Howard 7, 9:05 left in this second quarter. Welcome back here to WHIP Sports. Temple, Howard. Temple 21, Howard 7. Howard just with a 75-yard scoring drive, 13 plays, capped off by a 1-yard passing touchdown caught by K.D. Mosley, passed by Tyreek Starks. So Temple now getting the ball back, have scored on all 3 possessions.
Really seemed to be that roughing the passer call that gave.
No doubt about it, as Stewart takes it out to the right and is hit hard short of the 20-yard line at about the 18-yard line, as he took it out right off the goal line. And a hard hit there made by number 38.
But it looked like that last drive, that roughing the passer gave Stark the spark he needed. And after that, I mean, it was a big penalty, and it seemed like their drive was almost dead before they really finished it off with the touchdown. And it was that big 15 yards that just completely flipped the field for them.
No doubt, as Simon now back with the offense on the field. Simon fakes the handoff to Ducker, keeps it, makes a man miss. Simon is running and slides down at the 35-yard line. It looked like Simon had some room, but did not trust his speed there.
I don't know what
he
tried to slide,
zone, but he did not want to get hit, as he had a great move there that made number 7 for this Howard defense go down.
It was Jay Jones II that was coming in on the angle, I guess, scared Simon.
Simon now has it, hands it off to Chase on the end around. Chase still going up to about the 45-yard line before he's taken down, but it will be a Temple first down, another one.
Chase Jones looks smooth out there. It was a good start and stop. Tried to spin, got grabbed by the neck when he got brought down.
Yeah, Colin Chase there. Simon now hands it off to Jay Ducker for about 8 yards to the left side there. Ducker takes it into Howard territory. It'll be 2nd and 2 on the Howard 46-yard line as Temple continues to cruise down the field. With 125 rushing yards on the day, 112 in the air, and 237 total. Still with 7 minutes and 25 seconds left in this second quarter before halftime.
Yeah, with 7:20 left, Temple with 245 total yards so far. It's remarkable.
Yeah, the offense is cruising as Simon now fakes the handoff, feels the rush, and is taken down for a loss there. Play made by number 18 on the defense. That is CJ Wesley Jr. for Howard.
It was Jacoby Hills with the missed assignment right that time, and Jacoby Hills, who's been replacing injured left tackle Kevin Terry. Jacoby Hills, the redshirt freshman from Morristown, New Jersey. Last week was his debut and played great. They were really happy. Casey Keeler mentioning how he played so well that when Terry can return, which he was practicing this week and has been looking healthier, that they could even look into having a almost 3-man rotation in the offensive line, switching guys out because they feel that comfortable with their linemen, and it could rest some guys and get more fresh legs on the field as much as possible. But that time didn't help Jacoby's case.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's the first sack led up by this Temple offensive line all year, as we have a timeout on the field by the Owls. Casey Keeler calls it, as we have a big 3rd and 11 here for the Owls. Their first 3rd and long of the day, and a big one after that sack. They're now on their own 45-yard line. And Howard now with a little bit of momentum in this second quarter.
Yeah, I agree. It's really been ever since that penalty. And
yeah, that
it's crazy because before the penalty, it looked like they were done. And little do you know, now it's 3rd and 11 on Temple's 45. And still 6:30 left. They can make this a one-possession game if Howard gets the ball back and scores.
Yep. And Howard gets the ball out of the second half as they won the toss and deferred. So a big 3rd and 11 here for this Temple offense, as they haven't really been in any tough situations yet in this game, or even really this year, after they put up 42 points last week against UMass. Their first time at home, though.
And Keelis explained, like, these games are going to be a lot of one plays.
Yeah.
He said multiple times, where he was explaining how, like, this play leads to this play, and that play leads to that play. It's take one play at a time. Let's not try to plan and just let's do this play, which will end up happening in that play. No, it's you go one play at a time, and also how are you going to handle adversity, where last week he was worried after that first drive. UMass ran right over Temple, and it wasn't a good start. And he was really happy how they handled that adversity, came back out, and he said how before each game, like the day before each game, he has these things called reminders. And it's the same thing from week 1 to 12. Don't watch the scoreboard.
Yep. Could never underestimate an opponent, even an FCS school like Howard.
He's also said, win the turnover battle. You'll win 70% of your games. And
that is key.
He's happy with both sides of the ball, playing well. He just says, it's how you handle the adversity. Like, go back to practice, how you handle that there. It's because you can't practice. He said after last week he was really happy with how they handled it, because with the amount of time you're practicing, you go into week 1, you can't simulate a game no matter how much of live action you get.
I agree. As Simon now takes the snap, throws it out, screen pass to receiver Colin Chase, who runs off the sideline. First down, Temple. Beautiful play call there as Chase gets the screen pass with a lead. Blockers there from the offensive line.
It was Ryder Cush, the freshman, 6'4", 250 from White Rock, British Columbia, Canada. Ryder Cush got down the field, had that lead block, which ended up allowing Temple to get that first down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ryder Cush had a big game last week in the air, caught 2 touchdowns as Simon takes the read option and takes it all the way up for a first down. Simon using his legs today as well as his arm there.
And then once again, Ryder Cush, another great block to the right side. Rolling out, almost held on a little bit too long to number 11 on the Howard defense, but let go just in time.
Yeah, Simon now 6 rushes for 23 yards, already surpassing the amount he had last week with 21 rushing yards last week. So Simon now with Ducker to his right. Simon takes the snap, throws back shoulder fade, incomplete. As, believe it or not, that's Evan Simon's first incompletion of the day with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in this second quarter. He was 6 for 6, now 6 for 7. As that pass was intended for Colin Chase.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Simon, 124 passing yards so far, 138 yards on the ground.
As Peter Clark in motion from right to left, Simon takes it, hands it off to Ducker, and he's tackled after about a gain of 1.
Yeah, it was a heavy set formation from Temple right there. Looked like a pretty predictable run, and Howard was able to stack the box and call his very short yard gain, if a yard. Looks like a gain of either 1 or 2 on that play.
3rd and 8, so it was a gain of 2. 3rd and 8 on the Howard 27-yard line. We'll see what the 3rd down play call is now. As Simon takes the snap, rush coming, evades 1, evades another, now's running and is tackled after about a gain of 2. So Evan Simon evaded the rush as much as he could and gets about 3 yards there. So 4th and 7, got 1 yard. 4th and 7, Temple will bring out the kicker, Carl Harden, for what will be his first field goal attempt of the year. Did not kick a field goal at all last week only extra points, but has not missed any extra points.
Not a bad thing, though. Can't complain about that.
No, not at all. As the kick is up, and it is good. Right down the middle there for Carl Hardin.
With a lot on it, too. That was a bomb.
Could have been good from longer as well. Hardin makes it 24, Temple 24, Howard 7. As Temple continuing to put points up on the board. It's a 45-yard field goal there.
It was a 10-play, 54-yard drive, time of 5 minutes, 7 seconds. Not, I wouldn't say what Temple wanted to end that drive with, as Howard scored a touchdown the drive before, and Temple coming back would have loved to answer it and open that league right back up. But they did get 3 points, though, and now them getting 3 points is a very important drive for the Temple defense by, especially with Howard, like we mentioned before, getting the ball out of the second half. You really want to prevent Howard from getting any points right now. Like, I mean, you do the whole game, but especially right now, you want to limit them from scoring.
No doubt. I think this is a big possession here for this Temple defense. If you can force a 3-and-out from Howard and give Evan Simon and that Temple offense one more chance to go down there and score some points before halftime, that would be huge. The last thing you want to do is allow Howard to score, and then you don't have time to score as for the Owls, and then you get back-to-back possessions, and Howard's right back in this game with that.
And another important factor on that is Howard only has 1 timeout, Temple with 2 timeouts, and Howard, those 2 early timeouts in this half, in the first quarter, could come back to bite them depending on how long this drive is. And those 2 timeouts, hopefully Temple can get the ball back and drive down the field and score on their own.
Yeah, that's the goal if you're the Owls. But Howard's got to be feeling confident, right? That 75-yard touchdown drive there for Howard. Now, granted, there were a few penalties, but still, that's part of the game of football. You go down there, you scored a touchdown, the running game was effective, but more importantly, the passing game was a lot more effective than it was in that first quarter. So it should be exciting to see what these Howard Bison have in store for us on offense this drive.
It's going to be interesting how Howard comes out of this timeout with 3:54 left. I wonder if they'll go Temple. It looked like after that penalty last drive, they went from going slow to right away they had that 1 reception, and then all of a sudden they were back at the line ready to go. And I think that change of tempo really is what I feel like it was a plan for them, but it also looks like it just gave them more energy overall.
Yeah, there was a lot of tempo once they were down in the red zone. We'll see.
And didn't look like Temple was ready for it.
No. As Temple looks ready to kick off, Carl Hardin will send it deep, with Anthony Reagan Jr. back to return for Howard alongside Billy Robertson. Hardin sends it deep. No returns yet for Howard. This one is caught and taken for a touchback there by Anthony Reagan Jr. So Howard will start on their own 25-yard line with 3 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in this second quarter, with Temple up 24-7.
Brian L. Smith and the Temple defense. Smith, the defensive coordinator for Temple, hired by Casey Keeler. He's described his defense as lively, twitchy, and pretty sound. And so far, besides that last drive, they looked all 3 of those. And even later in that drive, when they were making Howard fight for the end zone, they walled up a little bit.
As Starks hands the ball off, and he is met immediately. That was Travis Kearney for a loss there to the left side. Play made there by number 25,
yeah,
Cameron
like Cameron Stewart.
Cameron Stewart has been all over the field today and last week as well.
And like I said earlier, how he's been playing more freely. He's listed as an end and a rushing linebacker, so he really does get to fly everywhere on this field.
So 2nd and 12 here for Howard as he is sacked. That is Starks being sacked by, guess who? Yet again, Cameron Stewart. Just as we speak of his name. That's huge for this Temple defense here. It is now 3rd and 18 for this Howard offense and Tyreek Starks.
Stewart blew right by
Cesar Reyes.
Didn't look like Cesar Reyes, looked like 54, but we don't see a number 54 on the chart here.
I think it was might have been 74 Sam Hill. As Starks drops back on 3rd down, evades the rush and runs now, but not even close to enough for a 1st down.
Looks like he got back to where the drive started.
Yeah, it might be 4th and 10 here about for this Howard Bison. 4th and 12 on their own 23-yard line as they will bring out the punting unit. So Temple's defense did its job. We'll see if Temple's offense and Evan Simon can complete a successful 2-minute drill.
Does hurt, though, that this play clock and the game clock separated by 1 second with 2:10 left and 9 seconds on the play clock, where Temple's basically going to lose this 2-minute warning in their advantage.
As the punt is up.
Barely got out of the way.
Tyler Stewart back there, lets it drop, lets it bounce, then picks it up and makes a move, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, is still running to the left side and taken down for ultimately about maybe 3 yards, but a lot of moves there.
Avoided, what, like 5-6 guys trying to tackle him. Just, I'm surprised, first off, that he touched it, because that ball bounced straight up, and I don't really think it would have went.
That was JoJo Bermudez on the return. It had been Tyler Stewart out there earlier, but that one was JoJo Bermudez. So it is the 2-minute warning here. With 1:48 left, Temple will have the ball on their own 47, up 24-7, looking to put up some points before halftime. We'll see if they can do that right after the break here. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here to Lincoln Financial Field. I'm Max Blakelock alongside Charlie Halligman. 24-7, Temple leads Howard with 1:48 left here in this second quarter. Temple looking to put some points on the board from their own 47-yard line. Simon has it. Nobody else in the backfield looking to pass. Steps up, can't find anybody, and is taken down there by number 4, Noah Miles, on the sack.
Looked like he had JoJo Bermudez possibly laid across the middle. It looked like a play had nowhere to go. He started running. Bermudez cut left to try to keep it alive, but really nothing to show for the Temple Owls.
Yeah, Noah Miles, the guy to watch, the senior from Tampa, Florida. It's probably Howard's, one of, if not their best defensive player.
It's really the worst thing that could have happened for Temple right there. I mean, you lose 3 on a sack. The best play would have been for Evan Simon to just get rid of that ball, because now you
got to use a
have Temple
timeout.
Forced to take a timeout.
Yep, only one timeout now for Casey Keeler and these Owls. On 2nd and 13 on their own 44-yard line. You got to think that Keeler is going to give, or if Simon's going to get multiple plays in the huddle here. As Simon now sends Worthy out to his left. Empty backfield for the Owls. Simon drops back, looking to pass, throws over the middle, juggled and incomplete there, in and out of the hands of number 17, JoJo Bermudez.
That ball dropping looked like to be the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah, he was going to get smacked and the time would have ran, but now you have a long 3rd and 13.
Yeah, he's also lucky that ball didn't tip that ball up one more time, because if not, it could have been a 24-13 game with an extra point on their way for Howard if that ball was in the air for a little bit longer.
No doubt about it. So Temple completed a 3rd and 13 on the last drive with the screen pass to Colin Chase. We'll see what they do here. As another screen pass, this one out wide and running with the football, still going down all the way to the tripped up by the 10-yard line. That is number 86. Xavier Irving, his first catch of the day, goes a long way. As Irving with the screen pass to the left side, he lost his footing and somersaulted down
somehow
at about the
almost stayed in
12-yard
bounds.
line.
Acrobatic.
Beautiful play call there, as both screen passes seem to have worked, as the refs are going to move the ball up to the 10-yard line.
Surprised they'll move it up, if anything.
So it will be
looks like he
first and
stepped
goal
out.
for the Owls. As that 44-yard screen pass on 3rd and 13. Simon now has it, hands it off to Worthy, cuts to the left side, and is down, pushing down to the 5-yard line. So gets about 5 yards there from Terez Worthy. Clock is still ticking. 1 minute and 10 seconds left here. Ball on the 4-yard line of Howard. So Temple threatening with a touchdown here, but most important thing, you got to get points on the board.
Need points, especially with Howard getting the ball coming out of the half.
Yep, time
Temple
management
sweet old time,
is
though.
huge. So Simon, empty backfield, claps for the ball, and he gets it, drops back. Simon wide open, touchdown, Temple Owls. Kajaya Halloween to the left side, and the Owls have 30 points in this first half. With a beautiful 2-minute drive there from the Owls. Got a little shaky from the start, but the big 46-yard pass there to Xavier Irving, capped off by the 4-yard touchdown to Kajaya Halloween.
Halloween won that route right from the start.
It was wide open.
Wide open. I mean, had his math guard knocked out from the start, but then beat his cornerback. Looked like it was Tyreek Starks, pardon me, not Tyreek Starks, Zuri Watson for Howard covering him, and got right by him, and Watson looked lost, and it was just a wide open, drop it in his arms, and you score.
No doubt about it, as Harden kicks through the extra point. 31-7. Temple leads Howard. 317 total yards in this first half for Evan Simon and this Temple Owls offense. 143 on the ground and 174 in the air, as opposed to 75 total yards from the Howard Bison, with 37 on the ground and 38 in the air. And Simon now up to 3 touchdowns. Can he get 3 more in this second half?
I think he could.
Think
I
he
mean,
could?
you had that little dry spout from the Temple offense over the last drive, and then Howard with 2 longer drives, which took away a lot of time. But Simon, I mean, he looks comfortable again. He looked like he reset, and Temple looking like they reset overall, especially the defense. That last drive looked dominant.
Yeah, and only 2 incompletions so far for Simon as Harding gets ready to kick off here. But Simon is really passing the ball around, as Xavier Irving is leading receiver with that 1 catch for 46 yards. But plenty of guys with catches from Holloway, Chase, Irving, Clark, Bermudez, and Therese worthy as well. So that kick into the end zone for a touchback. So Howard will see if they are aggressive or conservative here. We'll have 43 seconds to try to get some points on the board. I imagine they just run a few plays and maybe even just take a knee right here.
Yeah, but if you're Temple, you got to be ready. You can't get lazy right here. This is where those mistakes happen. This is what brings these other teams right back into these games. And especially with them getting the ball coming out of the half, like we've mentioned, it could be a big moment.
No doubt about it. As Starks looks ready to run a play, hands it off there to number 5, Eden James, who's tackled. No timeouts are called as the clock ticks down. 30 seconds in this first half remaining.
Tower looking like they're just
Gonna maybe run another play.
I don't know why they would if they are planning on just draining the clock either way.
They're taking their sweet old time if they're trying to do something, but maybe they're just gonna run another play and hope it breaks big. As Starks hands it off to to Eden James, gets to the outside and gets a first down. There was a chance there. Thought it would maybe break, but he is stopped there after picking up a first down.
Looks like Cameron Stewart got held, and looks like the referee in the backfield almost like flinched to throw a flag, but I guess he wants to get to the halftime quicker and realized
well, he did go out
he
of
wasn't
bounds,
going
so
anywhere.
The clock did stop. So 1st and 10 on Howard's own 38-yard line. 4 seconds left.
Same formation for Howard. Looks like another run.
Yeah. Oh, maybe
It's
they're going to
not.
take a shot here. Looks like they will. Going to the left sideline, incomplete. That pass was intended there for number 10, John Simmons, on a little double move. Why not take a shot if you're Howard? But that'll end the first half here. Temple 31, Howard 7. Howard will get the ball when we return. What are you looking for in this second half heading into halftime for these Temple Owls?
I mean, Temple 317 total yards in the first half. It's easy to say what I want in the second half. Temple would do the same exact thing. 317 yards, 174 in the air, 143 on the ground. Only thing that was a little sloppy was their penalties. They had 3 for 30 yards, and they seemed to be costly. It gave Howard a little bit of momentum, but Temple 3 for 4 on third downs, holding Howard to 5 for 8. But it was, I mean, you had 33 plays from scrimmage for Temple on the offense. It was a overall solid first half for both sides of the ball, and that's what Casey Keeler wanted this team to have. No doubt, as Howard hears the boos heading into the locker room. So 15-minute halftime here, and then we will be back with the second half alongside Charlie Halleckman. I'm Max Blakelock. We'll be back for the second half action in 15 minutes. See you then.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back into WHIP Sports Radio as the Howard Bison take on the Temple Owls. Temple 31-7 here as we get ready to start this third quarter. Howard will receive the ball. An exciting first half for the Owls, at least.
Yeah. Dominating, I'd say. Besides that one drive, really all of it, offense looked unstoppable, almost. Just running freely, a lot of time for Simon in the back pocket. I wonder how much Simon will play in the second half, and wonder if they'll start mixing it up with Giovanni McCoy. Even though Simons ran a lot, McCoy's a known runner, and he's fast, and that could help.
Yeah, we'll see as Reagan with the return all the way down to the 28-yard line. So Howard will start this second half on the 28-yard line, looking to produce another touchdown drive as they did a few drives ago. Reagan Jr. there went all the way from the close side of the field all the way left to the far side of the field, as Howard now going from left to right for this third quarter.
Temple, first half on offense, 5 drives, 5 scoring drives, all touchdowns besides the second to last drive with a field goal. Where Howard on the other end, punt, touchdown, punt, halftime. So Howard looking to get back in the box score.
As Starks hands it off there to Travis Keeney, who gets to the outside and runs for about 15 yards for a first down for Howard. Yeah, nice play there to the left side for Travis Kearney. Stepped out of bounds with that left foot. Ball now on their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Howard.
Some great blocking by the Howard offensive line to allow Kearney to get to the outside before lowering his shoulder on
Starks
Javier Morton.
Gives it right back to Kearney, back again to the left side, and goes out of bounds for about a 5-yard gain. So we've seen a lot of Travis Kearney here recently.
Kearney and Javier Morton exchanging some words as well after that play. Back-to-back plays. The play before, Morton took a hard shoulder to the chest this time. Not as hard, but just pushed him out of bounds, and you can feel the tenseness between them building up.
Yeah, Javier Morton, the redshirt senior, as Starks has it, drops back, the rush coming, and he is taken down there by number 0, Seiko Chroma.
But it looks like it's going to be a 15-yard gain on the other end.
Oh, no.
Instead of going 15 yards, what looks like backwards. Looks like a face mask. That is what it is.
Yeah, so Sekou Chroma went right through that Howard offensive line to get the sack, but takes down Tyreek Starks with a face mask.
It's really just unfortunate where Starks turned to try to spin away from Chroma, and right where Chroma's arms were spread out, looking like to give him a bear hug, his hand ended up right in the face of Starks, and now another big personal foul penalty.
Getting flashbacks.
Yep.
So
Same
Howard
type of field position.
Howard now in Temple territory as that run goes nowhere there. As Kearney is taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like Kearney slipped once he got the ball to try to cut up the field. Looked like his back foot just kind of got taken out from underneath him.
So 2nd and 10 on the Temple 41-yard line as Howard just eclipsed 100 yards on the day. They now have 104 total yards, 66 on the ground, 38 in the air. Starks now with Kearney to his left, 3 receivers wide to the right in a bunch set. Starks now has it, rolls White, has plenty of time, throws, and is incomplete off the hands of number 15, Zayden Jackson. There is a flag on the play. It looks like it will be a hold against Howard.
Looks like Sekou Chroma just got choke slammed to the ground. I don't know why the ref in the secondary was the one to throw the flag when there were 3 refs around the holding, and none of them threw a flag, even though he literally got choke slammed to the ground.
Yeah, so the hold there on number 66, D'Eric Mister for Howard. Mister, the redshirt junior from Gary, Indiana.
Temple with a penalty, now Howard.
So Starks has it, 2nd and 20, rush coming, set up screen, and he is slammed down. Woo, Eden James got absolutely demolished there by number 15, Javier Morton.
Javier Morton with fire this drive.
That'll bring up 3rd and 24. Morton sniffed out the screen immediately. And the Howard offensive line kind of just let him go. And Morton drove Eden James into the ground there.
Looks like he
got
got
loss of 4 on the play.
Looked like he got his get back on Eden James from earlier this drive after taking that shoulder to the chest. He just plowed him to the ground.
So Starks now on 3rd and 24. They're going to need a lot. Starks scrambles to his left, looking to run. Starks makes a move and steps out of bounds on about the Temple 48-yard line. So Starks gets some back, but not nearly enough. So it'll be 4th and 17, and Howard will punt it back to this Evan Simon-led Temple offense for their first possession of this second half. So a 7-yard scramble there from Tyreek Starks.
Great coverage by Jalen Castleberry and Tyrese Whitaker for Temple, both closing off the downfield lane for Starks to force him out of bounds and force a punt.
Yeah, that'll make Starks the leading rusher there for Howard now, as JoJo Bermudez catches the punt and goes to the right side. Bermudez down to the 50-yard line and out of bounds at the Howard 45. JoJo Bermudez didn't look like he had a lot of wiggle room and found his way to the right sideline and down out of bounds at the 45-yard line for the Temple Owls. So JoJo Bermudez has been on the punt returns this game after it was Tyler Stewart last game.
That play earlier on, Xavier Irvin, where the punt was fielded, had his helmet launched off.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, a good 5 feet in the air that thing flew, and it's a lot of just looking around and arms up for both Howard and Temple specialists, but great return, though, on the other hand, by Bermudez.
No doubt about it. Now this Temple offense starting in Howard territory on the Howard 45-yard line. Evan Simon, as they move it back, to
now
the
forward.
Back forward. Keep moving it. 43-yard line, it looks like. 47-yard line. Evan Simon now with Ducker behind him. Simon now takes it, pitches it to the left. Jay Ducker has some room to run. Jay Ducker to the left side, cuts back to the right, and is tackled. No, he breaks the tackle. Jay Ducker to the right side, still going it down to the 15-yard line. Jay Ducker broke off a huge run there on the option play from Evan Simon. The pitch to the left, he had plenty of room down, and he cut it back. And I thought he was tackled, and he broke the tackle and went all the way to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, had a good stiff arm. It was just swerving through the middle of the field, went left to right towards the end zone, just threw a guy off of him. And Ducker, another big, long run today.
Definitely. Simon now in the gun with Ducker to his right. Hands it right back off to Jay Ducker. Right up the middle, Jay Ducker. Touchdown, Temple Owls. Jay Ducker does his little duck dance, and Jay Ducker has now made it 37 Temple to 7 Howard. That was all Jay Ducker and JoJo Bermudez that drive.
Jay Ducker today, 10 rushes, 87 yards, now 1 touchdown along with 32 yards, averaging 8.7 a carry. That was a dominating drive from Temple, ran all over.
2 plays, 47 yards, 51 seconds. All started with that 37-yard return there from JoJo Bermudez, followed by the 2 long runs from Jay Ducker. All 47 yards on that drive by Jay Ducker, as that extra point is up and good by Hardin. So now 38-7. Temple dominating here against Howard.
Nothing much else you could have asked for from the Temple Owls and their offense and defense coming out of this halftime, where after a great first half, you just put the pedal to the metal and same thing.
No doubt about it. Ducker now up to 87 yards on 10 rushing attempts and a touchdown, averaging 8.7 yards per carry. Picking up right where he left off last week, as Ducker had 128 yards, which was the first 100-yard game for the Temple Owls since Quincy Patterson did it in 2023 against North Texas. Ducker's a player to watch on this Temple offense, and we shall see a lot more of him. But when we come back, Howard will have the football with a chance to maybe make this game a little closer. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here as Temple leads Howard 38-7 with 10 minutes and 32 seconds left in this third quarter. As we just saw Jay Ducker run in for the touchdown, 15 yards. As we're going to call that one the Ducker Drive. 2 runs, 47 yards, all Jay Ducker. And the offensive line, of course. Could not forget the big men up front.
They played really well.
Yep.
And
after they gave up the 1 sack and then have kind of bounced back since then.
in talking to Grayson Maines and the Temple offensive line, how coming into this year with the new head coach, of course, a lot of changes can be made, not just adding the coaching staff, everywhere on the field. And it is the same starting offensive line from Temple from last year, which is a big moment because a lot of guys, usually they'll come in and they'll either, with now where college sports are today, they'll hit the transfer portal right away. They see a new coach. You saw at Colorado with Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. He came in, nearly that whole team was gone.
Different, yeah.
Florida State this year. What'd they win, 77-3 today?
Yeah, they won today, 77-3.
Against East Texas A&M. I didn't even know that was
big win.
a D1 school for sports, but it's, I mean, Florida State, 2-10 last year, and now this year beat Alabama and then 77-3 this week. It's
no doubt about it. As Starks will start this drive with Howard on the 25 as we have a whistle immediately.
delayed game to start.
That's not the way you want to start if you are the Howard Bison. So Howard now backed up more. 1st and 15 from their own 20-yard line, as Tyreek Starks cannot afford to do that for his team at all.
Yeah, you cannot start a drive with a delay game.
So Starks now under center, hands it off to the left, cuts back to the right, and that was Aiden James for about 5 yards. So 2nd and 10 there for Aiden James. Gets them back to the original line of scrimmage. As the rushing attack for this Howard team has been a lot better than their passing attack, but still has not been able to break through. Have had a few long runs, but their longest being 12 yards is not gonna do it. So Starks now with James to his right, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the rush, throwing left, looking left, broken up there. Beautiful defensive play there by number 19, Jalen Castleberry. First time we're calling his name today, the redshirt senior out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Now a big 3rd and 10 for Temple to get off the field and continue the scoring. With the offense back on the field, hopefully.
Yes, as we have 3rd and 10 now for Tyreek Starks. A big 3rd down here again. Starks drops back, takes a snap. The rush is coming, gets away from the first guy and is now running, slips and falls, and is taken down eventually. After evading the first guy, Cameron Stewart will be credited for the sack, his 2nd of the day. Beautiful move immediately by Tyreek Starks to evade that first sack. I thought he was down a lot further than he ended up being down, but it will be 4th and 16 for this Howard offense, and they will punt it away to Temple yet again.
Looked like Zael Powell was trying to get Starks down after Stewart tripped him up, but I mean, give credit to Powell of chasing him down. It ended up causing Starks to slip and fall.
Yeah, got to give credit where credit is due, as Bermudez is back there for the return. A deep,
Booming
long
kick.
punt. And Bermudez fields it on the bounce, cuts back to the middle, goes to the right side. Jojo Bermudez, another long return. There's a flag on the play. Bermudez still moving down to the 30, 20, 5, 10, 5, touchdown, Temple.
Look at that student
it
section.
will be held back, though, with a hold. But Jojo Bermudez is definitely Temple's return guy. Yeah, we'll be holding there on number 86, Xavier Irving. So that will negate the touchdown by Jojo Bermudez. But 2 fantastic returns.
That would have been the first punt return touchdown since November 17th of 2018 when Isaiah Wright took a 73-yard punt return versus USF. Wow. That was the loudest I've heard this stadium
Yeah, this
with Temple in it
this
for a while.
sideline is pretty loud today. Student section showed out for the first home game, but unfortunately, instead of a touchdown, Temple will have it on their own 22-yard line. So they'll need a 78-yard drive.
Looks like Giovanni McCoy coming into the game now.
Big change here.
Looks like
As
around
Temple
the
up
same time as
38
last
to 7. Yeah, we see Giovanni McCoy in for the first time. The redshirt senior from Baldwin Hills, California. Can use his legs, but can also throw the ball. McCoy hands it off to the right side. And that will be about a gain of 3. As that's Jaquez Smith. First time seeing him today, the junior from Tampa, Florida.
Giovanni McCoy transferred in from Oregon State, but was a big quarterback and staple of the Idaho college football program, putting up big numbers for them now here at Temple, fighting for Simon with that #1 quarterback position, but so far it looks like Simon has really
taking control as McCoy rushes up the middle on a quarterback option there with a keeper. It'll be 3rd and 3 on the Temple 29-yard line. McCoy will see what he has for his first 3rd down here of the day. For his first, not Temple's first.
Holloway at the top of the field, the far side near the
Chase
Temple
in
sideline,
motion.
single covered.
McCoy's going to keep it, and he's going to have some room. McCoy to the left side, breaks a tackle, fumbles the football, and there's still a fight for the ball. I think he got back on top of it.
He did get it back. That ball.
That was a gift
luckily
for
bounced.
Howard. Howard had it right there, but was unable to keep the ball. But McCoy had a lot of room there to the left side and was able to get a first down before fumbling the ball. And luckily it bounced right out of the Howard defender's hands and right back to Giovanni McCoy for a Temple first down on their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, it's what can't happen for Giovanni McCoy right there. Just ball security. Just had that ball just smacked out of his hands.
Yeah, you got to know once you get that first down, don't try to do too much with it. As McCoy hands it off to Terez Worthy. Worthy to the right side, tripped up. Down at the 49-yard line.
That was Zuri Watson with a great tackle, just getting the ankle.
Gain of 7.
Worthy. If he got past Watson, he didn't get tripped up. That could have been a house call right there.
Yeah, Watson goes off of the block.
Had one guy to beat.
I thought there was a chance Worthy was going to be gone there.
Ben Chandler was there behind him, but one guy and it would have been gone.
So McCoy has it with Worthy to his right. He hands it off, though, to 86 Xavier Irving. Makes a man miss, another man miss, and is tackled for maybe back to the line of scrimmage, if any. That was Xavier Irving.
Looked like Ben Chandler that got dribbled that play by Xavier Irving, but ended up getting back up and made the tackle. But
yeah, smothered, though. 3rd and 2 on the 50-yard line. So another 3rd down for this Temple offense. And Giovanni McCoy with Worthy to his right. McCoy has it, throws it out to the right side. That's Peter Clark, has a first down. Clark's 2nd catch of the day. The first one was a touchdown from Evan Simon. But this one does just enough to move the chains.
there's the Brit after a big game last week.
Yeah, Peter Clark from London, England.
The junior at 6'6", 265.
Played tight end, receiver, and fullback in the NFL Academy in London.
Personally,
before
I wouldn't
coming
want to
over
tackle
here.
a guy that's 6'6", 265, running
No.
at you fast.
No, I'm got to work on my tacking abilities first.
He chose the right football.
As McCoy hands it off there, and he gets maybe 2 yards. Joquez Smith. Fun fact about Joquez Smith, former Temple Owl Todd Bowles is his godfather. Yeah, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach.
I don't like Tampa Bay.
McCoy has it, hands it off there to Smith, and Smith gets about 3. So it'll be another 3rd down for this Temple offense. 3rd and 6 on their own, on Howard's 42-yard line with about 4 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. So Temple's still able to move the ball here with Giovanni McCoy in, but
Really
Bulls-
haven't thrown it much.
yeah, I was gonna say they haven't really tested the pass game much. We'll see what McCoy does here. McCoy has it, rolls left, throws, wide open receiver, and is caught, cuts back and slammed down to the ground. That's number 86, Xavier Irving.
Joseph Tabe with a big hit.
Xavier Irving's 2nd catch of the day.
You know what? You mentioned Todd Bowles. Fun fact, I have to counter yours,
Uh-oh.
my grandfather actually, who was a professor at Temple, a criminal justice class, taught Todd Bowles while he was at Temple.
Wow. That's impressive. I wasn't ready for that. I thought I was going to stump you with that one.
Nope, gotcha.
As McCoy gets it, hands it off to Colin Chase. And he gets about 8 yards there on 1st and 10. Colin Chase, the transfer receiver, the single digit for Temple this year. That's Colin Chase's 4th rushing attempt of the day.
In Temple today, so far, 424 total yards on offense compared to Howard's 106.
So 2nd and 3 in the Howard red zone on the 18-yard line. Devontae McCoy has it, claps for it, hands it off to Joquez Smith, and he gets probably about 2 yards. Very close to that first down marker, but not enough. As Joquez Smith now, it's 31. Ball on the Howard 16-yard line. As Howard makes some substitutions.
One thing about Temple's offense is their running back room is deep. And that's a big part for Tyler Walker and his offense, where he is a run-heavy, but is also a great passing offensive coordinator.
Devontae McCoy keeps it, dumps it off. That's over to tight end Ryder Cush, his first catch of the day. And that's enough for a Temple first down on 3rd and 1. The play-action fake was able to fool Howard just enough.
Great one-handed snag.
Exactly what I was going to say. Ryder Cush had 2 touchdowns last week against UMass. 3 receptions for 14 yards. That was his first catch today. So now Devontae McCoy in the gun with Smith to his right. McCoy drops back, looking to pass, looking for the wheel route, back shoulder catch, touchdown Temple. Joquez Smith with the beautiful back shoulder catch and a beautiful throw there by Devontae McCoy. Evan Simon, Devontae McCoy, it doesn't matter. Temple's gonna score 44-7 now as Temple is pouring it on here in this 3rd quarter with about a minute left before the 4th.
What a play. It was a risky throw. It's got to be a perfect time pass by Devontae McCoy. You have Joquez Smith, who's got to turn around at the right spot, and McCoy placed it perfectly. Now Temple, 44 points today.
Wow.
Wonderful. 442 yards total.
12-yard passing touchdown there from Devontae McCoy to Joquez Smith.
211 yards in the air, 231 on the ground.
It's pretty even out, and that's what's impressive, right? Because you know, last week they showed they can definitely, they showed they could do both last week as well, but the real test will be next week against Oklahoma. As the kick by Carl Harden is good. Harden's been perfect today.
He's
44-7.
All season. Yeah, Casey Keeler mentioned how when Harden came in here last year, of course, everyone knows you have Automatic Striola, who's now on the IR in the NFL, was picked up by the Colts, kicked a 64-yard
Lincoln
the
Financial
longest
Field record.
field goal in the link. And Keeler told Harden when he got the job, he came in here and said, "You're the 2nd best kicker in this conference," and the other one's in this building. And
yeah, that's the issue.
Harden's not a big guy either, but he's got a big leg, and he's on scholarship now. The team loves him, and it's hard to one-up Max Strahila, but he so far has done it.
Yeah, the redshirt sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina, made his place kicking debut last week, going 6 for 6 in extra point attempts. So Temple 45, Howard 7, 57 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. When we come back, Howard will have the football. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here to Lincoln Financial Field as the Temple Owls lead the Howard Bison 45-7 with a minute left in this third quarter. Just domination so far. There's really no other way to put it. As expected, though.
Let's just hope. The really only thing we can hope for now is that lightning doesn't strike in the area again, because it's gotten hazier and hazier.
Getting dark. As Harden with a short kick now, the return there to the left side there by all the way to the left side, still going down to the 40-yard line there by Anthony Reagan
With
Jr.
a lot of laundry on the field, though.
But I do see about 3 flags.
Yeah, you got it right. 3. Good job. You got
So
the
it
math
looks like
credit.
something's coming back. No, I do not. I'm not. Well, I used to be a math guy, I think.
I'm taking investing for the future right now.
There we go. I took that.
Got 2 5 out of 5 quizzes so far. Starting off the year hot.
There we go. As we'll see what this call is. 2. Ooh. So 2 holds on Howard. But 1 on number 7 and 1 on number 44. They can only accept 1, so they're going to accept the 1 on number 44, Jay Jones the second, the linebacker.
Oh, yeah, that was a hold. That was a blatant hold. I don't know what you're thinking right there, but
Yeah, the 6-foot linebacker, graduate student from Charlotte, North Carolina, with the hold there for Howard. So now we have another timeout on the field with 50 seconds left in this third quarter. And Howard's going to have the ball on their own 10-yard line. It's going to make things even harder. So when we come back, Howard have the ball on the 10-yard line, needing to go 90 yards for a touchdown. Temple 45, Howard 7, 50 seconds left in this third quarter. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here as Howard has the ball on their own 10-yard line, looking to do anything. Tyreek Starks. Excuse me, we have a quarterback change. It is not Tyreek Starks on the field, as we have Jay-Sean Scroggins with a pass over to the right side. Caught there by number 15, Zayden Jackson. So Jay-Sean Scroggins sees some action here for Howard.
Scroggins, the redshirt junior from Las Vegas, Nevada. 6'2", 205. We'll see if he can bring a spark as he hands the ball off up the middle and tackled there.
Oh boy, and we got
some
a flag.
extracurriculars.
Uh-oh.
Would bring up 3rd and 1, but we'll see what this flag will be as Cameron Stewart is in there.
Looks like it's on number 74 for Howard. That is...
That run was by Travis Kearney. Yep, 74 in the offense. Sam Hill, a right guard for Howard. Sam Hill from Waynesboro, Georgia. Went to Florida International High School. So, 3rd down here as the clock ticks to end this 3rd quarter, we assume. But 3rd and 10 on their own 10-yard line for Howard, as that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here. Temple 45, Howard 7. When we come back, Howard will have the ball on a big 3rd and 10 on their own 10-yard line with new quarterback in, Jay-Sean Scroggins. We'll be back right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Lincoln Financial Field for the start of this 4th quarter here in South Philadelphia, where Temple is beating
up on Howard, 45-7. It's 3rd and 10 for Howard on their own 10-yard line. As the pass is intercepted there. What a play there by number 32 for the Owls. As Deshaun Scroggins throws that interception as he comes in to replace Tyreek Starks. As the interception there was made by Adrian Lang, the cornerback for the Owls.
Temple is going deep, deep, deep into the bench now.
Yeah, Adrian Lang, a redshirt freshman from North Bergen, New Jersey. Seeing some playing time with the score at 45-7. Let's now see what Giovanni McCoy can do, still in the game. McCoy calls for it, rolls out, throws to the right side, pass is caught for a first down. And that is Brady 6, Xavier Irving, his 3rd catch on the day. So now Temple again in the red zone on Howard's 17-yard line. Now Temple going from left to right.
That was a great block by Daniel Everett that last play. Downfield causing Temple to get some more yards.
No doubt. So McCoy hands it off there to number 29, Hunter Smith, the redshirt senior from Little Rock. So Smith gets about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 on the Howard 11-yard line. We'll see if Giovanni McCoy and this Temple offense can punch it in one more time. Ian Stewart, 101 to the bottom. Now he's in motion. McCoy calls for it, hands it off, tripped up at the line is Hunter Smith.
Not even sure who he got tripped up by. Did he trip on his own lineman?
No, I think he got tripped up by number 4, Noah Miles. Noah Miles has been disruptive today. Excuse me, no, it was not number 9. Excuse me, it was number 18 on the Howard defense. CJ Wesley, the defensive end. So now Temple, 3rd and 2. Giovanni McCoy has gotten Temple out of a lot of 3rd downs here as Hunter Smith moves from the right to the left. McCoy snaps the ball, hands it off to Smith to the right side, and he is hit hard. Short of the first down.
Surprised there was no flag on that for what could be a targeting.
Yeah, that was a hard hit for sure. As
really hard hit.
Kind of missed him. Went for the hard hit, but didn't get as much power as he probably thought he was going to. Keeler's going to keep this offense on the field for 4th and 2 on the Howard 9-yard line. McCoy with an empty backfield. McCoy calls Hunter Smith back into the backfield. So now Hunter Smith to McCoy's left.
Looks like we would just try to get them to jump. Nope.
No, they're running a play. Giovanni McCoy to the right side, caught for a first down. Temple. That pass is caught there by number 19, Antonio Jones.
Antonio Jones, a returning member from last year's team as well.
Yeah, redshirt senior from Atlanta, Georgia. So McCoy now with it. 1st and goal on the Howard 4-yard line. Irving in motion. McCoy throws it to Irving. Caught, touchdown, Temple. There's a flag on the play, but if this play stands, it will be Xavier Irving's 2nd touchdown of the day.
Looks like it's going to be either a offensive pass interference or a unnecessary roughness, as the ref threw the flag in the end zone, picked it up and moved it towards the 1-2 yard line.
So there's no flag on the play. The flag is picked up, and we have 50 points on the board for the Owls.
just overall dominating.
Yeah, domination here from the Owls. And wow, what a way to start this home game here is Xavier Irving with his second touchdown catch on the day. Irving, 4 catches, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Last time Temple scored 50 points or more.
Oh, and a late flag.
I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before.
Very, very late as they were about to kick the extra point. Pass interference is called there.
I don't even know how that
Can't
was
believe
possible.
that. After review,
Is there a new
So
rule that you
Temple
can
will send
review
their
a
offense
play?
back onto the field after a pass interference is called there.
Casey Keeler wandering around the, it was like 15, 16-yard line, kind of
Interference.
just looking for an answer to why, like a minute and a half after the play,
Wow. So
that
that
was
changes
changed.
a lot. That interference was called on number 84, Daniel Everett, the tight end from Germany. So Temple now has it 1st and goal on the Howard 19-yard line. So 1st and 19, basically. As Xavier Irving in motion. The handoff, though, is to Hunter Smith all the way up to the 12-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 12.
Asapalu, the Temple offensive left guard, helmet came off. He has to leave the field for this play. What if they'll go back to the air?
Yeah,
Howard's
Ian
had the same
Stewart.
defensive setup. Single covered, both wide receivers. Clearly hasn't worked out today, though, and they're still sticking with it.
Giovanni McCoy hands it off back to Hunter Smith, and he goes nowhere. So now it'll be 3rd and 14, 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line, as that play was disrupted initially by number 95, Israel Lucas, and finished off there by number 11 from Howard, Kendrick Green. So 3rd and goal from a long way out. McCoy has it, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, now looking to run and just falls down without taking the hit.
Smart play.
Yeah, for a few yards. Probably about a 2-yard game for Giovanni, 1-yard game for Giovanni McCoy. It'll be 4th and goal from the 13-yard line, and Temple will send out Carl Harden for the field goal attempt. So Temple almost had 50 points there, but it's going to have to settle for 3.
Harden 1 for 1 today, along a 45-yard field goal. His only field goal on the season. This is number 2. Looking about like a 38-yarder.
That kick is up and good. So 48-7. So back-to-back weeks for the Owls with 40-plus points scored. Temple knocking on the door of 50 points. Last time Temple scored 50 points in a game, November 5th, 2022, against USF, when they won 54-28. So when we come back, Howard will have the ball. Howard continuing to struggle. We'll see if they can possibly get something going here in this 4th quarter. 9:42 left in this 4th quarter. Temple 48, Howard 7. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome on back in here to WHIP Sports on YouTube as Temple leads the Howard Bison 48-7 with 9 minutes and 42 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Temple looking to kick off after the field goal was made by Carl Harden. 31-yard field goal. Harden kicking off deep.
Today, Temple's offense has already eclipsed more yards than last week, 476 compared to last week against UMass, 467.
Wow. Yeah, as the return to about the 25-yard line is Anthony Reagan Jr. We'll see who Howard brings out here.
Which mysterious players.
I know. As it looks like Jashawn Scroggins is back out after throwing the interception. Scroggins hands the ball off to the right, and that run goes absolutely nowhere. The run there by number 24, Billy Robertson II.
Howard.
So 2nd and 10.
Howard only 115 total yards, 76 on the ground, only 39 yards through the air. Not going to win many games with that.
No, you will not. Redshirt freshman Billy Robinson on the carry as Scroggins scrambles to his right and is taken down for a loss of 1. That tackle made there by number 92 on the Temple defense, Khalil Potit. So 3rd and 9 here for this Howard offense, as we assume they'll maybe go for it on 4th down, but it might be a little too late at this point.
Howard cheerleaders are still.
Yeah, they've been killing it all game. The spirit is definitely there on the Howard sideline as Scroggins takes the snap, throws, and it sails over the head of his intended receiver. That pass intended for number 88, Montrell Walker. As he was open down the sideline, but Scroggins just missed him. That was their
Badly,
chance
too.
there.
Looks like they will kick it away as well.
Yeah, they're gonna punt.
Matt Corner's back.
Willie Love was the closest defender there to Montrell Walker. As the punt is off. And a fair catch there by Colin Chase, who's back there to return this punt. Had plenty of room, but
I wonder where Tyler Stewart's at today.
Getting hurt. Well, Stewart did some kickoffs earlier. Not sure exactly. But timeout on the field now with Temple with a chance to get up to 50 points. We'll see if they can do it. Temple 48, Howard 7, 8 minutes and 13 seconds left in this one. We'll be back right after this.
Ready when you. Welcome back here. Temple 48, Howard 7. As Temple now has it on their own 37-yard line. 8 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. See if they can get out of here before the rain comes down. Giovanni McCoy in at quarterback for the Owls. McCoy keeps this one himself and loses about 4 yards. Absolutely stuffed there by number 18, C.J. Wesley Jr.
Tried to fight Wesley Jr. off with a stiff arm.
Yeah, he just was not fooled on that read option.
Then Ben Chandler came along to take him out completely.
So loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 for the Owls. Giovanni McCoy with Hunter Smith to his right. McCoy letting time tick off the clock. Moves Smith over to his left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Smith, up the gut. Smith spins, breaks a tackle to the 50-yard line. Smith has a lot of daylight. Smith, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Temple Owls. Hunter Smith breaks it open. 54 points now, 54-7. Hunter Smith, the redshirt senior from Little Rock, Arkansas, with a touchdown. And wow, Temple is pouring it on here in the fourth quarter. 65-yard touchdown run down the right sideline. And wow, 2 plays, 63 yards, 56 seconds. I've seen one of those earlier in the game. Jay Ducker did it.
Feels like we've seen a few because,
Yeah,
like you also said,
Hunter
breaks
Smith
it open.
did it.
I fear the game's been broken open for a little more than that last run.
Oh, yeah.
308 rushing yards today on 42 attempts, along with 65 with 3 touchdowns.
That's big. The running game is there. The extra point is good. 55-7 now. As I mentioned before, last time Temple had 50-plus points in a game was on November 5th of 2022 at home against USF, where they won a game 54-28. So even eclipsing that, 55 today against Howard, 55-7. Casey Keeler's got to be happy with his guys.
Yeah, you really can't complain about anything today. I mean, it's been just flat out dominant, and they're pouring it on, even though it looks like it's about to pour in.
I know. It's
Hopefully
definitely
that touchdown stopping the clock doesn't really help it, but a lot of dark clouds, but Temple really just dominating all over both sides of the field today. Even special teams for Carl with his 2 field goals.
Yeah,
Everything's gone right.
everybody has been doing their job for this Temple Owls team. It's a good sign heading into a game against Oklahoma. When we come back, Howard will get the ball again. Temple 55, Howard 7. 7 minutes and 17 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
Welcome back on in here to WHIP Sports on YouTube. 55-7. Temple domination in their first home game of 2025. On the road here to 2-0 for the first time since 2019. The last two times Temple has started 2-0, they have made bowl games.
In the Matt Rule era.
Yeah, 2015 Matt Rule era. Kickoff is fielded in the end zone and taken for a knee.
2015 Temple beating Penn State and Cincinnati starting 2-0. And then in 2019, Bucknell and then the Maryland Terrapins.
Yeah, two good teams. That's a little bit of the difference between 2015 and 2019 versus 2025 is that you're playing two not very good teams, right? So next week will be the true test against number 18 Oklahoma. Oklahoma hosts Michigan tonight at 7:30. So it could be two 2-0 teams. Could be, you know, Temple could be the only team with a 2-0 record after tonight. We'll see.
What I mentioned in the preview today, though, is even though these teams aren't the greatest, Temple's doing what they should be doing, and that's a big sign.
No doubt about it. As a run to the right there by Billy Robinson, the second for about 4 yards. So 2nd and 7, a 3-yard rush there from Billy Robinson. Howard with the ball on their own 28-yard line. Jay-Sean Scroggins still in at quarterback. The redshirt junior from Las Vegas, Nevada. Scroggins fakes the handoff, now throws over and caught. Oh, dropped. Wide open. That was it, and he had a chance to break away for a touchdown there. That pass was dropped there by number 11, Caden Cobb. Caden Cobb, the redshirt junior from Naperville, Illinois. Howard cannot afford that.
Had Earl Culp on his back, and
11 on 11 action.
Behind Earl Culp, no one there. But
nobody.
I guess he saw that, tried to run before he even caught it.
Yep.
You even thought he caught it. I mean, you spoke before he even caught it.
Maybe I jinxed him. We'll see.
I guess that means you would have dropped it, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm not catching any of these passes. So 3rd and 7 for Howard. And that ball sails over the head of number 88, tight end Montrell Walker. So 4th and 7, and Howard will yet again punt the ball away. As these Howard receivers are getting open, just cannot seem to convert here.
Especially Walker. Both of his last two targets have
that one
just sailed over his head. He's just now sitting on the chairs on the sideline, really just ready to go back to the D.C. area.
Yeah, no doubt. But Caden Cobb has got to come up with that catch. So Howard punts it away. Colin Chase calls the fair catch and catches it at the 31-yard line of Temple. 6:20 left in this fourth quarter. We'll see if Temple will continue to pour it on here.
You know what I just noticed? The Howard Bison mascot. Guess what his jersey number is?
What?
67.
6'7", there it is.
He's walking around the stadium now just interacting with the Temple fans. He's enjoying his day despite the score.
Mascot's been around. Hooters been around. The Howard Bison has been around.
Howard cheerleaders still going at it despite being down just a tad bit.
So Giovanni McCoy now has it. Hands it off yet again there. That one was to Joe Quez Smith, who's in the game now.
Even though
About
it's late
6
in the
yards.
game.
2nd and 4 now for Temple on their own 37. Sorry, go ahead.
Even though it's late in the game, McCoy still looks solid. The plays that he's thrown, he has a hard ball that he throws.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's a tight spiral. And he can throw on the run too, which is important.
So for those of you wondering, Temple does have 55 points. The last time Temple scored 60 points in a game. I didn't think I'd have to dig that up out of my notes here, but
It's not even in the game notes that far. It's
No.
just 50 or more.
there's a run straight down the middle there from Smith for about 2 yards. Yeah, so 2015, the Matt Rule era at Temple. November 6, 2015, they beat SMU with a final score of 60-40. Sounds crazy.
That year they finished 10-4, 7-1. Conference record, lost in the AAC Championship to Houston, and lost in the Boca Raton Bowl to Toledo. It was a school record 10 wins. So far, Temple's on pace to break that.
They are so far, but we shall see. Next week determines a lot for this Owls team as we have an injured Owl on the field.
Not good to see especially at this point in the
No.
game.
Yet to see who it is.
Yeah, it's Ben Oswiki.
I think it's Jaquez Smith, the running back.
Pardon me.
Number
when you're on
24.
offense.
That's not something you want to see. Jaquez Smith, the only running back from Temple today that does not have a touchdown yet. We've seen one from Jay Ducker. We just saw one from Hunter Smith. And we saw one from Therese Worthy earlier. So Jaquez Smith helped off the field, limping a little bit, but mostly under his own power, which is a good sign here.
Looks like something on his left leg.
Yeah. So 3rd and 3 now on their own 38 for the Temple Owls. Giovanni McCoy. Giovanni McCoy in the shotgun with Hunter Smith to his left. Bryson Goodwin in motion. It goes to Bryson Goodwin to the left. Goodwin gets the first down and gets some more yards and is pushed out at about the 48-yard line. First time we're calling Bryson Goodwin's name today. Redshirt freshman from Tampa, Florida on the jet sweep. Gets the first down. So Temple now 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. Temple taking their sweet old time as they should be. As the time ticking away, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. Temple 555 total yards today, 555.
And at 55 points.
And 55 points, it all adds up. So this ball is handed off there to Hunter Smith for about 2 yards there. It will be 2nd and 8 on the 49-yard line.
Oh no, someone else is down again.
No, not what you want to see here this late in the game.
Can't tell if that's Daniel Everett.
I believe that's number 74 on the offense.
Darve Venu.
Out of
Right
Montreal,
tackle.
Canada. Redshirt freshman.
Right guard.
Go ahead.
Was able to get up quickly and get off the field, though.
Yeah,
Good sign.
looks like he'll be all right there. But he will set this play out. So Giovanni McCoy now in the shotgun. 2nd and 8 for the Temple Owls on the 49-yard line of Temple. Right at midfield, basically. McCoy hands it off there. And he gets about 6 yards. That's Hunter Smith there for the first down for the Owls. Excuse me, that was number 26. Kevin Mason. So Mason's seeing some game action here. The freshman, the true freshman out of Avon Park, Florida. Now Hunter Smith is back in the game to the left of Giovanni McCoy. McCoy changes up the play in the shotgun. Claps his hands for the ball, hands it off to Smith. Smith to the right side and is stuffed on 3rd and 2, so that'll bring up 4th down.
First time, long time today for Temple on the offense. 300 more net yards rushing by the team. Last time was against Houston, where they had 312 yards at Houston on November 10th, 2018.
Wow. And for the first time today, we get to see single-digit punter Dante Ayton, a junior from Melbourne, Australia.
As you mentioned, single digit.
1 of 5 Temple single digits.
And 1 of 1 of being the only special team player to have that single digit. First one in team history. Pretty special.
Yeah,
for Dante.
Great punter. Last year he had a career-long 66-yard punt against UTSA. That's pretty incredible, 66 yards. As that one goes into the end zone for a touchback. So that might kill our 60-point dream here, unfortunately, Charlie.
I mean, so for how this game's played out, though, I wouldn't rule it out yet completely, though.
I know.
Temple still has 3 timeouts. You never know.
And the 2-minute warning. No, Casey Keeler will not be calling. They should not be calling these timeouts. I think it would be unlikely. So now Howard has it on their own 20-yard line. As the handoff there goes up the middle for about 4 yards. Number 2, Anthony Reagan Jr. with the carry.
It's great tackling by the Temple defense right there. Just a lot of gang tackling right on.
Reagan from Woodbury, New Jersey. The senior. So that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning here at Lincoln Financial Field. Temple 55, Howard 7. Howard has it on their own 24-yard line. 2nd and 6 when we come back. Welcome back here to Lincoln Financial Field as we're coming out of the 2-minute warning. Temple 55, Howard 7. Howard has it on their own 24. moving from right to left. Would take a lot here.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's possible.
I don't think it's possible. Just trying to give Howard fans some hope. As
You've
it looks
seen
like we have
crazier things happen.
a new quarterback in, unless my eyes are deceiving me. I believe it's number 12, Terrell Russell, in the game.
Uh-oh, wrong way.
As he hands that one off, and that one goes backwards. Play made there by number 32. Adrian Lang, the cornerback. All right, I have a quiz for you, Charlie.
Oh, boy.
So Temple has 5 players with the last name Stewart. Spelled 2 different ways. Can you name all 5?
Cameron Stewart,
Okay. There's 1.
Tyler Stewart,
There's 2.
Eric Stewart.
There's 3.
That's the first one spelled differently.
That is. It's the only one spelled differently. So you have a timeout on the field from Howard. The minute 15 left. 3rd and 8 on their own 22-yard line. We have 30-second timeout with a minute and 15 left. Let's see if you can get these other 2. So you got Cameron.
Ian Stewart,
Ian Stewart. I was waiting for that one. Ian Stewart's been here for a while.
Michigan State transfer.
Yep. You got one more.
Oh, man.
A senior linebacker from Bethlehem, PA. A UMass transfer, ironically.
Oh, boy. I don't know if
All
I have
right.
that one.
Can I tell you?
Yeah?
Jalen Stewart, the linebacker. So Howard now with it. Terrell Russell now in at quarterback. Throws it incomplete there to number 3, Antonio Hunter. A drop, another one. So 4th and 8, and Temple will get the ball back as this one will be punted away. Colin Chase out deep to return again. Assuming he'll just take a fair catch like he has the past few times. But the 60-point dream is still alive.
Yeah, I told you it would be.
You did. I think it's unlikely. I expect kneels from this Temple team, but
Hey, might as well. Getting reps.
get the reps in for the guys. As the punt is away, Colin Chase calls the fair catch. Booming punt to the 25-yard line of Temple, and it's caught. So 1st and 10 for Temple with a minute and 3 seconds left in this one. As we look ahead to next week, is it crazy to say that Temple has a chance against this Oklahoma team?
I mean, over the last 2 weeks, you really can't say no. You can't say they have no shot.
At
I can
home,
tell you
they're
that.
going to need the crowd, that's for sure.
You're-
So Temple students have got to show up
Not
and show
just
out.
students. You need
Alumni,
everyone.
parents, whatever it takes.
Dogs, cats.
So, yeah,
I don't even. Is there bark at the link?
bark at the link. So Temple in kneel formation. Giovanni McCoy is going to take the snap and kneel. You got one more, and then this game will officially be in the books. Temple, 55 points against this Howard Bison team. Wow. After a lightning delay to start this one, a 30-minute delay, Temple comes out ready to play. And Giovanni McCoy ready to take this second knee.
Temple continues the streak, scoring 38 points or more against HBCU schools. Continues to do it again today, 7-2 against FCS schools.
So that'll do it. Casey Keeler starts 2-0 at Temple. Temple starts 2-0 for the first time since 2019. They have number 18 ranked Oklahoma next week. Oklahoma plays Michigan tonight at 7:30 Eastern time. I'm sure Temple will be watching, because that's the big one. That will be a very, very big test, and would be incredible if Temple would be able to pull off that major upset win at home at the not the Liacouras Center, at Lincoln Financial Field.
So Howard next has Morehouse in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Next Saturday at 1 p.m. Oklahoma will be here at Lincoln Financial Field at 12 p.m. So, for Charlie Halleckman, I'm Max Blakelock. Temple 55, Howard 7. Have a good rest of your week and enjoy some more Temple football.